Hello, everyone. I am Charmaine Brown. I'm blessed to be here with you. The program that I do is Mental Health, a Holistic Impact, and we are on Impact Gospel Radio. There are a lot of resources that the owner for the radio station put in place. It is originated from New York there, and it branched out to lots of places in the Caribbean, in Africa. We have a lot of people who are in impact, making an impact in people's life, who work for Impact Gospel Radio or work for other section of the impactful umbrella. And so, yeah, we are here to talk about mental health and how we want you to be in balance. We want you to have a good lifestyle, overall lifestyle, where your mental health is intact, where it affect every area of your life positively, and where you can help others who are not doing that great. Because there are a lot of people who are not doing great. There are a lot of people who are not doing great, and we're going to talk about that today. I still don't have the Raymond Family Saga here with me. There are a lot of stories available in the Raymond Family Saga. I just want to talk to you, me, everyone. Instead of bringing you a story, even though the story does depict what we do here, it depicts a normal family, the problems that they will have, that they overcame or that they didn't overcome, and what they do and what they didn't do, and how the dynamic of these people interact to show what we do in our daily life and what we could do to make our lives better. I still want to talk about us as people who do not want to be here, who decided that we want to leave the world. And I'm talking about this because there's a lot of people who are having problems because somebody who they loved had passed away by harming themselves or harming others, or both harming themselves and others, and are not here today. And there's a lot of guilt and shame goes on when somebody take their life. I hope I can say it on this medium. When somebody take their lives or the lives of other people, a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of if what if, should, if what if, should I have, what if I hadn't, and a lot of if. The word if is I think, is it a contraction? I can't remember what IF is. But it's a two-letter word that can damage us. It can damage what we think about ourselves. It can damage what we think about others. It can damage what the interaction we do with each other, because we are what ifing. What if I didn't trust this person? What if I did trust this person? What if I was there long enough? What if I wasn't there long enough? What if I wasn't in this person's life? What if I was in the person's life? You might see me looking at my phone. A lot of people privately contact me because they don't like the social media. They run from the comment that people might answer to their comment. And as I am going to put a disclaimer out there, this is a safe place for you to be. Whoever comment in a negative way to others, for them to feel bad, for them to not have the confidence that they normally would, for them to feel like they're being bullied. We block you people. This medium is not for that. This medium is for you to love and show love no matter what, because that's what we build. We build with love. We destroy with hate. When we hate people, it destroys relationship. When we love one another, it builds relationship. So if you're going to come here to do negative things, don't come. Stay where you are. Honestly, stay where you are. The right person will see this message in time, and it will build their lives. I solely believe that. And so I will say again, this is a safe place. So you come on in and join me. The if, a strong word. A very, very strong word. When things go wrong, this is one of the first words that people ask themselves. If I didn't do that? What if I did more? What did I not do? What did I not do? You know what? I'm going to tell you something from my experience. My mother loved me very much. And most of my siblings, if not all of them, think to themselves that I was a favorite. If not all of them. I wouldn't say I was a favorite. I was very sickly. And so I needed what I was given from my mother. Let me put it that way. And I was well loved. I was loved. My mother loved me. My father, I think he loved me, but he was so angry with my mother. And so we might not see or feel the love because of his anger that might radiate. But he had never treated us bad. Probably not. He probably didn't provide for us how we should have, out of spite from my mother, as I said. But he had never treated us bad. So he had never cursed us out. He has never degraded us. He has never hide from us. If we see him, he will stop and have a conversation with us. He will ask us if we're okay. I think he loved us. I feel, even though I didn't get much support, and what support was I needed from him? Maybe financial support in the beginning, when my illness started working up. Financially, maybe. Emotionally, he might not have been there though. Socially, he was, because he would talk to us. He would stop and have a conversation with us before he go meet his friends. And so the love was there. We weren't ill-treated. I was not ill-treated. I don't know if my other siblings were ill-treated, but I was not. And I'm saying that you're asking, Charmaine, why are you talking about your father and your mother? I'm going to tell you why. Why? So the love I had, it could not stop me from doing what I wanted to do, to take myself out of this world. It couldn't stop me. I knew I was loved. You giving love to somebody who wants to take themselves out of the world will not stop them from taking themselves out of the world, or taking somebody else out of the world if they want, if they so desire to do so. I want to make that clear. I'm going to repeat myself because I want to make this clear, because there are people out there are saying that if I had loved, if I had seen, if I had noticed, why didn't I notice? I had the same problem. Why didn't I notice? Listen. What's that? Thought I heard something shaking. Because my dog is not inside. Someone was wondering. I'm saying this to say that, people, no matter the love you give somebody who are in dire pain, desperate pain, anguish, psychache, who are in pain, and all they can think of is just leaving the world behind. It doesn't mean that they don't know that you love them. It doesn't mean that you have to see the things and you're saying, why didn't you see the things? I gave away all I had. Nobody knew that. All the position that I had and held dear to my heart was given away without no one knowing. And I was loved, and people were always around me. My siblings were always there. I have some friends now and again that would stop by. I was there by myself. But you find ways, people who decided that they want to leave this world will find a way to leave the world, no matter how you watch them. Unless they're in a psychiatric unit where they are locked down and search every day, and whoever come to visit them, they search the bag and take out these things out of it, or they ask them, are you planning to hurt yourself? When people are planning to hurt themselves, they're not going to tell you that they're planning to hurt themselves. Wise people don't tell people that they're planning to hurt themselves. Because they know that if they tell somebody that they're going to hurt themselves, they're going to try to stop them. And if their desire is to go through with it, do you think they're going to tell you? You might see it on their deportment. You might see it on in their attitude, in their answer, in their shyness, in their vagueness. But even so, you're assuming. Because you can't look at somebody's vagueness and say, oh, that person is going to do that. No, you can't do that. Because you don't know. So, the guilt, the shame, the questioning. Honestly, I can't tell you not to do it. If you want to do it, go ahead. But it didn't make a difference in the person's decision. Because I knew I was loved. If you had shown love to those people who you lost, they knew you loved them. There's no doubt that they knew that you loved them. Could your love stop them? No, your love couldn't stop them. My mother's love could not stop me. I couldn't even stop myself. It is only the love of God through Jesus Christ that allow me to be here in this spot talking to you today. Do I want you to go hurt yourself? No. No one wants you to hurt yourself. This is not on though. No one wants you to hurt yourself. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue with the what if questions and the what if. Let's take a break.
We will be right back after these messages. Mental Health Horizon is a mental health counseling and recovery service facilitating a social media show entitled Mental Health, a Holistic Impact, airing every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Rumble, Tumblr, and heard on Impact Gospel Radio. Our mental health counseling and recovery services are for individuals, groups, families, marriages, mental health rehabilitation from various life events, employment therapy, and mental health workshops. Charmaine Brown, a licensed registered psychotherapist full of love and compassion for people and loved by her family and friends for her straightforward approach. Visit us at www.mentalhealthhorizon.com or contact us by email at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com or call us at 431-721-2172. Impact Gospel Radio, live from Brooklyn, New York. Listen for music, prayer, talk radio, law, health, education. Impact Gospel Radio. Shows like Mental Health, a Holistic Impact, Impactful Women, Prayer, Praise, and Prophetic Conference. Impact Gospel Radio. Listen today. Listen to Island Christian Music with Jason Royalty. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube at Jason Royalty. From me young until me get older, being covered by the hands of Jehovah. No weapon against. We have met some friends along our journey. Lyndhurst Jerk and Gyro, 307 Ridge Road in Lyndhurst, New Jersey has some great food. Charming Lawn Care in Catonsville, Maryland. That's the Baltimore area. A team of energetic and friendly young people ready to help with your lawn care needs. And a book by Taylor McIntyre entitled When Head and Heart Collide. Simplify, resting in your faith with your host, Pastor Michael Clark, every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Tumblr, and Rumble. Simplify your faith, your walk, your viewpoint. Join me each week as we discuss Jesus, His work, and the resurrection power of His sacrifice that is alive in you. It's raw, but it's family friendly with your hosts Charmaine and Michael talking about faith, politics, world events, controversies, anything and everything that comes from our hearts, our opinion, and into the atmosphere. It's raw every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on YouTube, Tumblr, and Rumble. And now back to Mental Health, a Holistic Impact.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Charmaine. I am blessed to be here with you in studio. A lot of people laugh at me when I say I'm blessed. People laugh at me, and people do their sneaking way with their hypocritical response, and they are subtle with their behavior and their responses, and they laugh and they carry on just because they don't know. They have no idea what I've gone through. They have no idea where I'm coming from. They have no idea of the blessings that I have daily, hourly, minutely. They have no idea, clue, none. And so when somebody asks me, how are you? And I said, I am blessed. They have this attitude and they have this response. Like today, somebody said to me, I asked the person how they were, and the person said, I'm good. And the person said, how are you? And I said, I'm blessed. And the person said, I'm blessed too. Everybody is blessed. How does that have to do with me? And who is this everybody? You are here with me, talking to me, and you're saying everybody. Who is your everybody? How do you know everybody is blessed? How do you know that? Did they tell you that? You only would know that because you know the love of God will bless everybody, and the love of God is on everyone's life, and that is a blessing in itself. But how do you know they feel blessed? So what I'm saying is that when you are feeling the way you're feeling, do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Even though they are hypocrites, don't let them use their hypocritical ways to dissuade you from feeling the way you feel. Do not let anyone dissuade you from feeling the way you feel. If you are blessed, you're blessed. If you are cursed, you're cursed. However you're feeling, that's the way you're feeling. Don't let no one convince you to feel other way unless you feel it. This is Mental Health, a Holistic Impact. We're in studio, Impact Gospel Radio, and we're talking about the if. Just 2 letters. If it's 2 letters, people, it can cause such drama and trauma in somebody's life. The 2-letter if, just like the 2-letter NO, 2-letter if. IF, 1 I, 2nd F. 2 letters come together to make the word if, can cause such torment in people's life where they cannot sleep, they cannot eat, they cannot have a conversation, they go into depression, they become anxious, they shut people out, and their lives are going in a spiral downward position where they're not doing well. Just 2 letters, IF. if. What if? What if you could have helped the person? What would you have done? What if you can't help the person? What are you going to do? Because not everybody you can help. And you can't suffocate people because you think they're going to hurt themselves. You cannot be with somebody 24/7 because you think they're going to hurt themselves. You cannot, because you have to give that person space to go use the washroom. You have to give that person space to think. You have to give that person space to sleep. You have to give that person space to be who they are. And when you give people space to be who they are, they can do whatever they want. God gives everyone a choice. Choices. I'm saying a choice. Choices. And he will never take those choices away from us unless we ask him to. So you're saying, what if, what if? Where was God? And you know the funny question is, where was God when this was happening? He was right there. But he's not going to force himself on anyone. He's not going to force himself on anyone to take away their choice. It is written. You have two roads. You have choices. You either deny Jesus Christ and perish, or you accept him and have eternal life. You have choices. With eternal life, you live your life according to the principles of God or his word. You cannot say, I love the Lord, or I love God, and I love God so much, but I'm immoral. I'm doing immoral things. When his word talks about immorality, you cannot say you love the Lord and stealing. Because if you love someone, you're not going to try to hurt them. If you love your husband, you're not going to try to hurt your husband. You might hurt your husband unwillingly, but you didn't want to. And that's okay, because we do things unwillingly that we didn't want to, which hurt God. And he knows we will do this. But are you going to say, oh, I love God, and go hurt somebody in such a way that they lose their life? No. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you have choices. You have a choice to stay, and you have a choice to leave. You have a choice to listen to somebody, or you have a choice to reject. You have a choice to love, and you have a choice to hate. You have a choice to accept love, and you have a choice to reject love. And not because the person goes away unwilling to your knowledge, it unwillingly went away. Not because that person went away doesn't mean that the person didn't know that you loved them. It only meant that they cannot stay in your life for that period of time because they're hurting too much. And no matter what they do, they feel like they will always be hurt. Should they feel like this? No. Can we stop them from feeling like this? I don't think so. They have to want to stop feeling like that. You cannot force them to not feel that way. They have to want to not feel like that and make an effort not to feel like that and get the help they need not to feel like that. And if it's physical pain, seek physical help from a physician to get the medication they need to not feel like that. If it is mental ache, they need to see a psychology, they need to see a counselor, they need to see a psychiatrist, or they need to see a psychotherapist to not feel that ache, to get the help they need, to work through the problem. Emotional, spiritual, they need a spiritual advisor. Financially, they need a financial advisor. And so what I'm saying, the what if word, that is the what if this and the what if that and the what if. You could what if from what? Because you could what if from now till the morning. You could what if from now until thy kingdom come. It will not change the situation. Softy, will you behave? It will not change the situation. So what I'm saying is just pour the love out. Pour the love. Give the love. Don't stop giving the love. Give it. Give it. But don't smother people with the love. Because smothering can really, really cause somebody to want to run away from you. Softy. Smothering can really cause somebody to want to run away from you. Love them. You don't have to love them from afar. Love them close. Let them know you love them. Am I saying you're not to try to help this person? No, that's not what I'm saying. Try to help as best as you can. But when the person leaves, do not feel like it's your fault. Unless you push the person to go do something, then you can feel guilty. Because there are people out there, there are bullies out there who push people to do things. There are bullies out there who taunt people, who tease people, who tell people that they're worthless, that they're worth nothing, that they have no hope, that they don't belong here. This world is not yours. How do you know if people belong here? The world don't belong to you. You have a small piece of, the funny thing is, each of us, even the richest person I'm talking about right now, all of us have a small piece in the world. A small piece, because you cannot own the whole world. There is no one on earth that can own the whole world, the whole universe except God. No one, nothing, no power except God the Almighty. So all of us have a little piece of the world, where we live, where we reside, where we travel, a little piece. And yet we think the world belongs to us. We treat people like the world belongs to us. The world don't belong to us. You don't own nowhere. You don't own the world. You only own your own corner where you are. Your own city where you live in. You don't even own that city. You own a little piece in the city. A little house on a street corner. You own. Or 2 houses or many houses. But it's just a little piece of the world you own. But you're talking to other people like you own the whole world. Like the world revolves around you. No, the world don't revolve around you. So stop making people feel bad. Stop going on like you're the boss, like you own everything and people have to come to you for this. No, you are not. And I'm not putting you down. I'm just saying, be realistic. Know who you are in the world. You might be an impactful person. So if you're an impactful person, impact the world with what you have. With the characteristic and the personality you have, impact the world with that. But don't destroy the world with your hate because somebody hates you. You grew up with hate. You learn hate from somewhere. And so you come wanting to hate other people. You know what? We're going to take a break because I'm getting emotional. I'm getting passionate about this. And I feel like I am not being impactful right now. Let's take a break.
Right back after these messages. Mental Health Horizon is a mental health counseling and recovery service facilitating a social media show entitled Mental Health, a Holistic Impact, airing every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Rumble, Tumblr, and heard on Impact Gospel Radio. Our mental health counseling and recovery services are for individuals, groups, families, marriages, mental health rehabilitation from various life events, employment therapy, and mental health workshops. Charmaine Brown, a licensed registered psychotherapist full of love and compassion for people and loved by her family and friends for her straightforward approach. Visit us at www.mentalhealthhorizon.com or contact us by email at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com or call us at 431-721-2172. Impact Solutions Jamaican Passport Specialist Dr. Clifton Ruddy. For first-time applications, certifications for tax ID, expired, lost, or stolen passports, Jamaican citizenship and passport name changes. For all your Jamaican passport needs, ImpactSolutions101.com, ImpactSolutions101@gmail.com, or call 347-817-0040. Listen to Island Christian Music with Jason Royalty. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube at Jason Royalty. From the young until me get older, been covered by the hands of Jehovah. No weapon. We have met some friends along our journey. Lyndhurst Jerk and Gyro, 307 Ridge Road in Lyndhurst, New Jersey has some great food. Charming Lawn Care in Catonsville, Maryland. That's the Baltimore area. A team of energetic and friendly young people ready to help with your lawn care needs. And a book by Taylor McIntyre entitled When Head and Heart Collide. Simplify. Resting in your faith with your host, Pastor Michael Clark. Every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, Tumblr, and Rumble. Simplify your faith, your walk, your viewpoint. Join me each week as we discuss Jesus, His work, and the resurrection power of His sacrifice that is alive in you. It's raw, but it's family friendly with your hosts Charmaine and Michael talking about faith, politics, world events, controversies, anything and everything that comes from our hearts, our opinion, and into the atmosphere. It's raw every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on YouTube, Tumblr, and Rumble. And now back to mental health, a holistic impact.
Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Charmaine. I am blessed to be here with you. Don't bash me for my blessing, people. Go get your own blessing. This is Impact Gospel Radio, and the program is Mental Health, a Holistic Impact, where I talk about anything and everything that affect our mental health. And I was talking about the two-letter word, if, and how significant these two letters are, and how it impacts our life. It can impact our life positively and negatively, but most times the if affect we most times use it when we are negatively impacted with something that happens. What if? What if I had loved longer? People, I'm going to tell you something. If somebody's going to leave you, you could love. Even if you love longer, they're going to leave you. So it's best for you to love shorter for them to leave you. I always say, I used to tell my friends when I was younger, and I was a little bit giddy-headed. I used to tell my friends that I am not going to love hard, and I'm not going to love long, because when I love hard and love long, the person who I love will take it to give somebody else. will take what I teach them to go teach somebody else. No, when I look back, you know what? I love long and I love hard and don't care if they want to take it to somebody else to teach them. Because at least I'll be impacting the world one person at a time. Even if the person doesn't see it that way, I see it that way. So love hard, love long, and love with a passion. And people don't use the word love if you don't know what it means. People always say, I love this. You cannot love a black dress and love the person just like how you love a black dress, people. And you cannot love oxtail or pork or steak and compare the pork and the steak to how you love somebody. There are different types of love. We talked about that in one of the videos before. There are different types of love. There's brotherly love. There's a godly love. And there's lust love or lustful love. When I'm saying the word if, let's stop doing this to ourselves. Let's stop what if. What if I had done this? What if I didn't? Let's stop the what if. Let it be what it is. And stop blaming yourself for something that you know you didn't do. You know you didn't do it because everything, when you reflect on what happened, everything shows that you did your best to help the person. Everything shows that you put out your all to help someone. I remember having this friend, a very good friend of mine. I don't like to talk about it. It's a sad situation. I had this friend once, and he wasn't doing that great. And he was always, most times at my house, or always. No, he goes home sometimes. He was most times at my house. But there came a time when he wasn't doing well mentally. And he was doing things that unwell people did mentally. People who were... He did things that if he was in his right mind, he wouldn't have done. And he would attack people. He would hurt people. And no one knew when he would strike. And even my family, and I tell you, he was most times at my place, at our place. And even us who he would consider as good friends or family members, he would sometimes go out of his mind and hurt us. And it came a time when something significant happened, traumatic. I can't explain it on the site because it is traumatizing. But the community, there are places where community take issues in their hands and distribute judgment, and they become judge and jury, and they become what they call killers. They become executioners. That's the word I'm looking for. So there are certain communities and places that people may live, and the culture is that they take the rights of the community members in their hands, and they do they become judge and jury and executioner of what they call justice. And that became, my friend fell into that category, and of course they had executed him in the community. I wasn't there at the time, and I was distraught. There were so many people coming to me and said, Charmaine, if you were there, I don't think it would have happened. like more than 5 people came to me and said, Charmaine, if you were there, I don't think he would have died. I don't think this would have happened. So people might wonder why I do mental health and a holistic impact, why I go to school to study mental health, why, and sometimes at times I used to ask God, why do you want me into this field? Because honestly, God wanted me in mental health. He pushed me and I pulled back. But then how far can I pull from God? And he wanted me in it. He wanted me to study it from early on. He didn't want me into nursing. He wanted me into psychology. I just didn't like psychology enough. I love nursing. And so I came into mental health because friends that I have, not only that friend alone, and it was so traumatic for the family that the bond that this person built with us, with my family, the parent of that person came to me and started blaming me that I was the one who caused all of this. And yet people were saying if I was there, it wouldn't happen. And this person was just a friend of mine. I never ever said if I was there. I never ever said what if. I never did that. I don't do that. Because I know in myself the love my family and I gave this person was enough. But it wasn't enough to cover the mental health that needed physical attention or medical attention from a physician and mental health attention from a mental health practitioner. It wasn't enough. What I'm saying is that when you have somebody in your life that is not doing well mentally, don't cuddle them at home when you know they need the help outside. If you love them enough, give them the information. If you have to take them to the place, take them to the place. Give them the information that they need to make informed consent about their health. And if they're sick enough where they can't make the informed consent, walk along the way with them. Walk beside them. Walk beside them. And you don't have to say nothing when you're walking beside these people. You don't have to say nothing, people. Sometimes we chat too much. Sometimes people want silence. Sometimes the mind needs silence. There are times when I'm in my house and my husband asks me if I'm not doing well because I'm too silent. Honestly, there are times when I'm in my house and my husband said, baby, are you sure you're okay? Just because I'm silent. There are times when I just want silence to just unwind. So when you're walking beside these people, if they don't ask you to speak and if you're talking too much, just hear yourself. Just be aware of what is happening. Take a grip of yourself and be silent and walk with them in silence. If they want you to converse with them, then converse with them. And what if? Don't what if yourself and don't what if your decision. It happens. Move on. They know you love them. I know it's not easy. You're saying Charmaine is talking like it's easy. No, I know it's not easy. Grief is never easy, especially when you love someone. Take it one step at a time and you get the help you need with your what if questions. So this is Mental Health, a Holistic Impact. We're on Impact Gospel Radio. You can find us on www.mentalhealthhorizon.com. If you want to comment, if you want to share with us, you can contact us at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com. And also, we have a lot of things going on. We have It's Raw. I think that's funny. We have Simplify. I think that is educational. We have the self-care blessing packs. We are blessing people in the community, people. We have a lot of things going on. So join us, like, share, and people, don't keep the information to yourself. There are people out there who are really not feeling well. They're really not feeling blessed. They're feeling down and out and beaten. So let's walk beside them. Let's share information. Let's share. Share. This is not for us alone. And you know what? When we are feeling good, don't show off on those who are not feeling well. It's a shameful thing to do. We are going to close off. Join us every Monday at 6:30 Central Daytime, 7:30 Eastern Daytime, here in the studio, Impact Gospel Radio, Mental Health, a Holistic Impact. Bye.
Impact Gospel Radio and Mental Health Horizon. All information posted or aired is merely for educational purposes and is not a substitute for seeking further professional advice. While the information aired has been verified to the best of our abilities, we cannot guarantee there are no mistakes or errors. We reserve the right to change this policy at any time. If you want to stay up to date with the latest mental health information, please visit our website at www.mentalhealthhorizon.com, book an appointment at info@mentalhealthhorizon.com, or tune into the broadcast every Monday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time.